Okay, guys, this is lesson 5.5, and it is systems with three unknowns. All this is the same stuff we've been doing, except for now we have an x, a y, and a z. So what we're going to do is we're going to take two of the equations, eliminate one of the variables, then take two other equations and eliminate that same variable. So if I just am looking at the top two equations, it would be super easy for me to get rid of the x. How could I get rid of the x? Well, I could multiply this top equation by -1. So let's go ahead and do that. If I multiply the top equation by -1, I'm going to have -x plus -y plus -z equals -4. Now let's rewrite the middle equation and go ahead and do elimination. My -x and my x cancel. So now I've got 2y plus 2z equals 8. Now I'm going to take, not 8, sorry, 6. Now I'm going to take my middle equation and the bottom equation, and how can I get rid of x here? Well, now I can multiply this middle equation by -2 to cancel out my x. So I'll have -2x minus 6y minus 6z equals -20. We're going to rewrite the bottom equation and go ahead and do our elimination. -2 and 2 cancel out. -6 plus 1 would be -5y. -6 minus 1 would be -7z. -20 plus 3, -17. Now I have two equations with just two variables. This is exactly what we have been doing before, so we can easily solve this. And you can do that one of two ways. You could go ahead and do substitution, or you can do elimination. Either way is going to work. In this case, let's go ahead. I'm going to do substitution. So I'm going to take this black equation here, and I'm going to solve it for y. There's lots of different approaches that you can take here. You really just have to pick one and go for it. So I'll have 2y equals 6 minus 2z, divide by 2. That leaves me y equals 6 divided by 2 is 3 minus 2 divided by 2 is 1, so 3 minus z. Now I can take this and I can plug it in to my equation over here to solve for z. Let's go ahead and do that. -5 times, instead of y, I have 3 minus z, minus 7z equals -17. -5 distributed would be -15 plus 5z minus 7z equals -17. -15, combining like terms, 5 minus 7 is -2. Now we're going to add 15. -17 plus 15 is -2. Dividing by -2, and I end up with z equaling 1. Now that I have z equals 1, I'm going to take that information and plug it back into my equation over here to solve for y. So y equals 3 minus 1, or y equals 2. Now I know what z and y equals. I'm going to choose one of my equations up at the top and plug that information in to solve for x. So I'll take the top equation. So I have x plus 2 instead of y. And instead of z, I'm going to do 1 equals 4. x2 plus 1 is 3. Subtracting 3, x equals 1. Now